I'm Michelle Babb. I'm a mind-body nutritionist, and one of the things that I talk to my clients about all the time is mindful eating. In fact, I've become very passionate about this topic because I'm learning that when people can really slow down and take the time to eat and give food the attention it deserves, then it actually can really help with digestion. It optimizes the way that our digestive system functions and helps us absorb nutrients better, and is also the perfect way to self-regulate without having to measure and weigh and do all of those things that really kind of sucks the joy out of eating. So I wanted to walk you through a mindful eating activity so that you can start to practice this and think of ways that you can incorporate it in your own routine and in your daily life of eating. So one of the things that I tell patients is that this is very much like a meditation around food. So if you think about doing this mini meditation every time you eat, it gives you a nice break in the day to bring your stress level down and take yourself out of that fight or flight mode and put yourself into the rest and digest mode. So the first thing that I think is important is that you really just take a minute to get grounded in your chair. I always recommend that you set a table and sit down while you eat, so you're not hovering over the kitchen counter or racing down the street, shoving food in your mouth, but you actually sit down, put a place setting, even if you don't have a dining room table, maybe you can do this at a kitchen bar or somewhere else, and make it look lovely. And then the first thing to do is just sit for a minute and take a deep breath and just feel that breath fill your abdominal area. And what that does is stimulates your vagus nerve, and that tells your body that it can go from being in fight or flight mode to rest and digest. So you won't be doing the shallow breathing, you'll actually be drawing the breath a little bit deeper into your abdomen. So take a few just natural rounds of breath. You don't have to force it, just use it as an opportunity to relax into your seat. And then once you feel relaxed, you can start to notice your food. That might sound strange, but a lot of times we just don't even take a minute to look at our food and allow yourself to salivate. Salivating is actually the first step in the digestive process. That's how the food starts to break down immediately when you put it in your mouth. So let yourself just kind of start to salivate and anticipate the food. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at the colors and notice the textures, and let yourself settle into that. And then next you can pick up your fork, and when you go to take a bite, train yourself to put a little bit less on your fork than what you're used to. I'm one who is kind of a heavy loader on the fork, and so I've really had to train myself to, pick up maybe half as much as what I think I would normally want to eat. So small bite of food, and then you take the bite of food. When you put it in your mouth, then just really, it can help to close your eyes so that you're just really tuning into the sensations you're feeling in your mouth. Put your fork back down and really chew your food thoroughly. So chew it, move it around in your mouth, and just kind of notice how you pick up different flavors when you have it in different areas on your tongue. And once you feel like you've chewed very thoroughly, then when you swallow the food, see if you can actually follow it into your body. See how far you can notice that it's going into your body and nourishing your body. And then when you're ready for the next bite, it's like doing the same routine again. So check in on your breathing. Check in, make sure that you're still kind of doing a nice steady breath through your nose, and notice your food again, resituate, and then take your next bite. And I really would recommend that you try to avoid reloading your fork, as you're taking your bite and chewing. Just put it down, sit back, chew with intention, and wait for the next bite until you've actually finished that entire bite. And this, you'll notice, is a way that you can, as I mentioned earlier, help self-regulate. So try it and notice if you feel like you're eating less because you actually recognize when your body feels satisfied. And if your digestion feels like it improves, maybe a little less bloating, a little less difficulty in moving your food through the digestive tract. So all of those things are worth paying attention to, and just experiment with it. If you can't do all of those steps at every meal, just pick and choose a few things that you can integrate in any meal or snack you eat. I promise it's going to make a big difference.